I have been pretty busy, but I've been busy. I did dance shows and I went on holiday, and now I'm back. Yeah, I bet you didn't see that coming. I think I managed pretty well to upload a few videos, which were all challenges I did with Margot. So check them out if you haven't seen them yet. Anyway, a lot of things have changed since I've been gone. For starters, I have straight hair. The last time I saw you, my blog got 1,000 views, which is awesome! I didn't expect this to happen ever, so that's really cool. I did a giveaway in honor of the 1,000 views. We gave away a copy of Always Bridesmaid by Lindsay Kelk, which is a great book. You should read it, because talking about awesome books, I also read The Day We Disappeared, and it's, oh my god, it's so good. You have to read it. It's so good. I just found myself going, no way. Like, I was in complete shock. There was me going, no, how did I not see this coming? I should have seen this coming, blah, 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 blah. I had a complete meltdown. It was so good. Go get it, go read it, and you'll love it. If you read one book this year, I think The Day We Disappeared should be it. The Day We Disappeared was my 11th book since January, and up until this point, it's been my favorite by far. It's, great sentence use! So I completely diverted from what I was gonna say, but I felt like this needed to be shared. I also feel like I'm too much in not sun. There we go. That's better! Anyway, I feel like I'm screaming too. I am also on NetGalley now. I am screaming! I am also on NetGalley now, which is probably the best and worst decision I've made in my life so far. Not my life. The best and worst decision I've made so far this year, this month, this week. If you don't know what NetGalley is, it's a place. I'm not the best person to explain what NetGalley is, but let me try. NetGalley is a place where professional readers request books to read before they're out, and then they're kind of supposed to give feedback on the book and give them a rating. And so far I have been approved to read 2 books, and I have been declined 5 other ones, but that's okay, because I've requested like 20 books. Last but certainly not least, I have submitted my book to a publishing house who were accepting unsolicited manuscripts for a certain amount of time, and I decided to just send mine in and see what happens. They told us that they would get back to you if they were interested, and if not, then yeah, they wouldn't get in contact with you, and they would get in contact within 3 months. But that's the thing, I wasn't really expecting anything from it. I was just doing it so that I would have done it for the first time ever and gotten over that scary step. So now I am back, people. I gave a printed out copy to a friend of mine, and she gave me loads of feedback, so I'm now putting all that feedback in a 4th edit, and at the same time I am doing a very thorough edit again. And maybe I've read it too much, but all of a sudden all my sentences seem like they are crap. So there we go. That was all the news that I wanted to catch up with. Let's get on with my book confessions. I've got 5 book confessions for you. The first one being, whenever I start reading a book, the first thing I read are the acknowledgements. I actually really like reading the acknowledgements. It's the same way I like reading it in books. I like reading it on CDs. I like reading it, that's the main thing that has acknowledgements. Books and CDs, that's usually where I would always read the acknowledgements. Another thing I also read is the copyright stuff. It's really, I don't know, it's something that a lot of people skip, and I think that's why I decided that I should start reading them, because sometimes you find some hidden gems, people. There for a reason. If it wasn't there for a reason, it wouldn't be there at all. So, same for movies. Lately, people are remaining in the theaters to see the credits roll past, and it's just a bunch of names. But people do it because lately because usually there is a little bit of a snippet at the end of the movie, at the end of the credits, and that's probably why people stay. But the fact that people are staying means that they also are looking at the credits, which I think is great. Seeing as we're on the topic of credits, let me tell you my favorite part of the credits in a movie. It's production babies. It's adorable, honestly. Oh, and you're so sweet, and you'll be surprised at the amount of babies sometimes. Especially with animated movies, because they take so much longer to make. The second confession is I actually really enjoyed reading Twilight. I don't think there was anything wrong with them. And I think a lot of people are complaining about Twilight because a lot of people are complaining about Twilight and not because they think it was all that bad. Because I don't think it was all that bad. I mean, I have read better books since I read Twilight, obviously. I will not deny that fact. I have read much better written books. But when I was between the age of 16 and 18, Twilight was one of the better things I had read, aside from Harry Potter. Confession number 3 are books in my to-read pile that I have owned for 2 years or over that I still haven't read. Because I bought them... So when I bought them 2 years ago, I really wanted to read them. And then I kept buying other books that I really wanted to read, and I read those. So now the books that I really wanted to read 2 years ago are on the bottom of the pile, because I'm not quite sure anymore whether I still want to read them now. So that is probably why they're on the bottom. The other reason is that I just keep buying new books and that I keep prioritizing those. That brings me to confession 4, which is basically kind of related to the previous one. That there are certain trilogies that I still haven't read. I'm sorry. Having said that, due to a lot of peer pressure, I am starting the Hunger Games very soon. I promise people, please stop telling me to read the Hunger Games. I promise you I will read them very soon. Please stop attacking me. No, because a lot of friends have been telling me that I should read them, so I shall. But yeah, it's not because I don't want to, it's just that I have prioritized other books. I mean, I'm really... Look, Delirium isn't even unwrapped yet, and I'm pretty sure that I've had it for about... It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure that I've had it for about 1.5 years, and it isn't even unwrapped yet. Mainly because it says do not open. That was my fourth confession, and fifth and last confession. One that I think a lot of people either disagree or dislike me for saying it. But I personally find Paper Towns to be slightly overrated. And I mean, I've told a few friends of mine and they nearly killed me. So I don't blame you at all if you scream at me for saying this. I actually didn't enjoy it all that much. I liked certain parts in the book, but I also disliked certain parts in the book a lot. And on that note, let's finish this video. I apologize if you have watched this video and have thought halfway that you probably could have done something way more productive than listen to me talk nonsense. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I sometimes see you pass. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I sometimes see you pass. Hello, is it me you're looking for? We're all challenges book. Oh. As you can tell, I still struggle with my hair. Unsolicited unsolicited, 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 Confession 1, Confession 2, Confession 3, Confession 4, Confession 5. Anyway, that was rubbish. I'm sorry.